This is a grown folk channel. If you ain't grown, stop. Don't even click play. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick story time while you guys get ready with me because I have to film the new Black Bonnet series episode later on tonight. So I'm like, why don't I just film me getting ready and you guys, you know, have a story time. So what I do want to say is that, like, with this video, because I know there's going to be some confusion, like, is this another Black Bonnet episode? And it's not. Okay, so the way my YouTube channel is divided is that I do have a show called the Black Bonnet series. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. That is my show that's on my channel. But my channel will be having that show and then also, like, my own lifestyle show as well on here. So it's, like, two different things. So that's why it's called Black Bonnet series on YouTube, and then when it's just me, it's just gonna be called Moyo. Like, it has a whole different intro and everything. So that's basically what you guys need to know. So yeah, this is not affiliated with Black Bonnet at all, even though I do have my Black Bonnet series hoodie and my Black Bonnet series bonnet on. So if you guys haven't gotten your merch yet, click down below in the link and get some merch. All right, let's get into the story time because legit, basically the story time is when I nearly beat up 2 of my best friends over a dude. Listen, I can explain. All right, I can explain. Anyway, God, I hope this video is not long because I tend to ramble, y'all. Oh my gosh, I do tend to ramble, and I'm like not as prepared as I should be for something like this, but it was legit like a spur of the moment thing. Like, I was like, I'm gonna get ready anyway, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, why don't I just film it? Because I haven't posted any content to like my YouTube lifestyle page, I guess, whatever you want to call it. So I'm like, okay, I guess this will be my first content, y'all. Ooh, I'm cussing a lot. I need to bleep some of these out. Yeah, so I'm using my NARS. I use NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer because I have combination skin, and for those that don't know, NARS is literally one of my favorite makeup cosmetic companies. So, well, if you don't know, now you know. Anyway, so let's get into what you guys came here for. Y'all didn't come here to really see me do my makeup. Y'all come here to hear the tea, the 401k tea. All right, so basically what happened is, I'm not gonna hold you, because of this girl, I legit have a rule now where I don't want my friends dating each other, and if y'all do date each other, leave me the fuck out of it. Like, leave me out of it. I don't want to be involved for anything. So long story short, it was my freshman year in college. It's always freshman year. It was my freshman year in college, and I was like, at this point in my freshman year, I'd kind of been known on campus because I perform a lot. So people knew me as like, oh my gosh, the girl that performs. So because of that, like, it doesn't have to do my own horn, but it's legit the fucking truth. A lot of people wanted to get to know me. And I was like, it's freshman year, you know, never say no, be open to new opportunities. It's college, you know what I mean? So I was like, yes, of course. Why the hell not? Oh, quick pause, because I'm filming this and I'm gonna take the makeup off probably after I'm done filming. I'm not gonna like set my skin with my translucent powder the way I normally would. Anyway, so to continue, yeah, so I was like so open. Also, NARS again, the Radiant Foundation, the natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade New Caledonia. That's I think this is honestly kind of low-key my summer shade. It is my summer shade. Let's see if it works for my winter shade, because I'm a bit lighter, but we'll see. Whatever, fuck it. It's been a panoramic, okay? I haven't done makeup in a minute. Anyway, so that should be enough. Anyway, also, again, NARS. I told you, NARS is my favorite cosmetic line. They are expensive, okay? It took me a while to get up to this level to be able to afford their stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the story. See what I mean? Y'all, I ramble. I'm not good at story times, but you try something new every day, I guess. And I use my fingers. I like to use my fingers, y'all. I like to use my fingers. Anyway, so yeah, so I had, I'm open to making new friends. I'm here. We love a good friendship. We love a good friendship. So at this point, this was, I think, yeah, this is my second semester, freshman year. And at this point, I already had a friend base of who are like my ride or like my people, my ride or die, people that, the people that the campus always saw me with and knew that like, oh, that's like Moya's clique or whatever. So I had my clique, right? But then, there was this girl I knew for my first semester. I'm not gonna say her name. Let's call her, what can we call her? We're gonna call her Lisa. Okay, we're gonna call her Lisa, right? Her name was Lisa. So Lisa, I knew her from first semester, but I knew her through like a party, and like I never really saw her for a while after that. So it was like she just kind of went underground. And with like freshman year, you make a lot of your friends through partying. Unless you're not a partier, then probably to academics. But I partied a lot, so parties. Came back from winter break, and it was me and my roommate. I can mention my roommate's name, Kyla, because I love her. So it was me and my roommate, Kyla, and we head down to the dining center, and we're chilling, and we were about to go get our food, and we're like, it was just two of us, so we saw like one of our mutual male friends, and he was like, nah, y'all come sit with us. We walk over, and I see Lisa. I'm trying so hard not to say the girl's real name. Jesus. Ooh, this is hard. I see Lisa there, and I'm like, oh, snap. It's been a minute, sis. Where you been at? So we see Lisa or whatever, Lisa chilling, and we see one of the guys at the time was like my big brother, because at the time I think he was a junior. We're gonna call him Daquan. Daquan, remember those names, Daquan and Lisa. Daquan, not gonna hold you, I really looked at him as like a big brother because, fun fact about me, I was an only child for 14 years. I am the oldest out of my mom's children. Like literally, my little brother is 7 and my little sister is 4. So yeah, huge gap. So I was the oldest, and having him kind of take me under his wing is like, oh, you're my little sister, I'm gonna look out for you, really meant a lot to me. And before y'all get into your mind of, you know how the upperclassmen get, we gonna look out for you. It was never like that, and he knew it. Like, I made it real clear, I am not one of these little freshman girls who gonna open her legs to the upperclassmen. Boy, put some respect on my name. Also, I never looked at him in that manner as well. Like, that also made it really easy. I never looked at Daquan as like something palatable for my dating taste. Anyway, so I saw Daquan sitting there, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a whole party over here. So it's Daquan, it's Lisa, it's me, my roommate Kyla, and 2 other of our male friends. And we're just sitting there talking, and I just noticed that the vibe is like really interesting between Lisa and Daquan. And I'm like, why is Daquan laughing and giggling like a little schoolboy? I'm like, what the hell? So anyway, I get up to go get, I think, another glass of juice or something, and Daquan follows me, and I'm just like, yo, what's good with you? Why are you giggling like a little schoolgirl? And he's like, oh, something happened. No, that's what happened. Yeah, the vibe, like I said before, the vibe was off. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, you really giggly? You and Lisa seem real friendly or whatever. What's going on? By the way, if you want your foundation to really last during the night, a hack is take your setting spray and spray it in. This is a new pack, by the way, because my old one, y'all hear that? Empty. Let me see, because I like to use this to the very last drop. This thing's expensive. I like to use the last drop. Let's see. Oh, we got some. Okay, we got somewhere. Hello. And I spray my makeup brush. Anyway, so spray your foundation with your setting spray and then your foundation brush, because the hack of setting spray is that it's meant to mix in with the product for it to last long. So you gotta mix it in. Also, I've been talking so much, I really hope my foundation doesn't dry on my face. Anyway, so I asked him, I'm like, what's going on between you and Lisa? Like, you seem real giddy and bubbly and real friendly. Keep in mind, right? Daquan had just come out of a relationship or situationship, I should call it, right? At that time. So in my head, I'm like, what happened to so-and-so? By the way, his girlfriend did not live at our school. She didn't attend our school. She was back in New York City. So I'm like, what's going on with you, right? Whatever. So he then lays on to keep in mind, he's trying to act real coy, like, oh no, we just cool. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever, Daquan. Like at that point, I didn't feel like pressing it because I know him. He's gonna tell me about it eventually. And legit, my mind was not. I was not bothered because I'm like, she ain't my friend like that, so I don't really care. So legit, we're walking back, and he just tells me, he's like, oh, she's oh my god. That's too rated R. Long story short, he insinuated that they had sexual relations. So I'm like, what? What the hell? And he told me like every detail. When I say every detail, I mean every detail. And I'm like, boy, I'm like, Negro, yeah. How? I'm like, how? Like, I know I didn't talk to her in a minute, but like, how did y'all even end up meeting up, linking, whatever? I was like, whatever. And at the time, legit, I didn't have an issue with him dating her because we weren't friends like that. We were like associates. We knew each other, but we didn't know each other. Like legit. And by the way, Daquan was a player on campus. That's nothing to preface by saying he was a major player, okay? He's Jamaican. Boom. That's it. That's all y'all need to know. He's Jamaican. That explains everything. Anyway, so Daquan goes on to be like, yeah, you know, we did this, that happened like this, and I'm like, okay, interesting, cool, whatever, I guess. Now the issue, now out of nowhere, actually before I jump starts, now out of nowhere, me and I need to hurry up because I am talking so much. Now out of nowhere, right? Me and this. Ooh, child. Now I don't know, right? Me and this girl, legit, when I tell you, I actually don't recall how we got as close as we did, but we did. Me and this girl were close now. We're like buddy. You see her, you see me. And it got to the point where my friends, bless their hearts, my friends had to sit me down and talk to me and be like, yo, we feel some type of way because you're only hanging out with Lisa now. What about us? We were your day ones. What's going on? And I felt really bad because, like, they weren't wrong. They weren't. And the thing was, it wasn't, like, on purpose. It wasn't like, oh, my gosh, I saw, like, a new shiny thing. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm going to ditch you guys. No, I'm not that kind of person. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, this. So, anyway, out of nowhere, me and Lisa, we start getting really, really close. And I feel like we got really close because we related on a lot of things together. We were the type of girls who didn't take bullshit. We preferred honesty. Like, I'm the type of girl where, like, I'll prefer you to be honest than lie to me because I just feel like honesty shows character, and that's who she was. She was very, very honest, and the worst part is, like, she felt really comfortable. Things like, and I felt like she was also misunderstood. That's nothing about her that made her and I connect really close. Yes, you better quit. Anyway, so yeah, so she and her, like, Lisa and I, we got really close over the fact that we valued honesty. We had the same, like, similar experiences with guys, and we just connected on, like, not wanting to accept BS from people. You know what I mean? And that was just it. We hung out a lot more, and the thing was, like, she was also, I don't want to say a loner, but, like, she didn't have as many, I guess, acquaintances as I did. And, like, she didn't have many options to be like, oh, you know, I can just leave this group and go hang out with that group. You know, and I was very much hurt in to know the 401k that was going on campus. Also, it didn't hurt that I was also Daquan's confidant. Okay? So at this point, she is, and keep in mind, in my head, the way Daquan described their link, you know, sneaky link or whatever to me, was that it was just a fun, spur of the moment type of thing. He just needs to distract his mind of certain things, and, you know, it was fun. It wasn't meant to be anything serious. Keyword, it wasn't meant to be anything serious. So now here she comes, and Lisa tells me, I think I like him. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, that might be the wrong decision to make. He might be the wrong guy to have any feelings for. because again, he is a player. I should have really put my, you know what, maybe I should put my bonnet for, because all these hairs are getting in my damn way, and I'm over it. But I need you to like stay back, because I can't. There we go. Contour a little bit. I don't want to get makeup on my bonnet. I really, really don't. Even though Black girls, you know the struggle. We always get makeup on our bonnets, but like I really don't want to right now. Anyway, just a wee little contour. I'm doing all this like I need this makeup to last all day, and I don't. And it's very stupid for me to do it this way, but this is what I'm used to, because I used to do my makeup when I would go outside. Oh, those were the days. Anyway, where was I? Where was I with my stuff if I did my brows? Huh. I think I was at the spot. Oh, yeah. So anyway, she tells me that she has... Damn, this is a little bit too damp. She tells me she has stronger feelings for Daquan. That's what I named him. Daquan. And keep in mind, because I am Daquan's confidant, and only just that, for some reason, at my school, they lied to me. The kids there lied to me. And they will tell me, like, especially the girls, they will tell me a lot of, like, their secrets. And I was a lot of people's close friends, and I didn't mind it, you know what I mean? I guess. And so a lot of girls will tell me what Daquan was doing when Daquan wouldn't be 100% honest with me about what he was doing. And then I'll tell Daquan, I'm like, Daquan, cut that hell out. Like, I wouldn't violate one's trust, but I'm like, cut it out. I know what you're doing. Cut it out. Because I'm not going to be in the middle of your mess. Of your fellatio-involved mess. Okay? Cut it out. So anyway, when Lisa told me she actually, you know, when I figured out that she had more feelings, she had stronger feelings for Daquan, I let him know, I'm like, this is not as simple as you think. This girl really is falling for you. And I can tell you don't have the same feelings for her because you're being a hoe. You know, you're playing girls' feelings left and right. You know, so cut it out. And he didn't listen to me. And when he didn't listen to me, I told him I have this one rule then. If you're not going to listen to me, just stay away from my friends. People that I consider friends. People that, you know, you see me around 25-8. Stay away from my group of female friends because I refuse to get involved in your mess. Keyword, like, I'm letting y'all know. Like, remember this point. I told Daquan, stay away from my friends. He didn't. So, my friends by the way, my friends are bad. Not gonna hold you. I do have some very beautiful friends. I don't know how it happens, but my female friends, bad as hell. Male friends, bad as hell. It just happens. Like, if anyone comes to the Black panel live and you see the two males that I have on the guest, those are my friends, and they ain't ugly. Anyway, so I knew my friends were cute. I just didn't want him to be interested in my friends as well, because then I get placed in the middle. Especially when Lisa just told me, hey, I like this dude a lot more than I thought. Eventually she tells me, because I ask him, like, you like him? Like, I tell him, like, you like him. It's platonic. Did I put more product here than here? I mean, here than here. I think I did. It's okay. I can fix that. I didn't even peep. I didn't even go peep it. We're gonna fix that real quick by adding a wee bit more product to even it out. Anyway, so long story short, I told Lisa, okay, I have to keep reminding myself what I'm telling her, y'all, what her name is. So anyway, I told Lisa, you like him a lot more than you do, and I kept trying to hint at her, hey, don't like him as much as you do, because he's not a greater person. Like, he's not as committed to you as you think he is. And for those, before y'all judge me, like, oh, well, why didn't you just tell her his activities? The kind of person I am is, if I'm friends with both sides, I'm not going to betray anyone's trust. However, also, I was friends with him before her, technically, so it's not me having his back, or because he's a guy or whatever. You know, I didn't support his whole activities, because I'm like, you're stupid. Go to therapy, okay? Don't go to a female's legs to deal with their fucking issues. Go to therapy, okay? And the reason I didn't explicitly tell her is because, look, if I am someone's confidant and I'm letting you know that, like, yo, he's not as into this as you think he is. I'm his confidant. I would know these things. And if I'm telling you he's not as into this as you think he is, that should tell you he's not that into you, babes. But nope, I was just chatting to her, and when it didn't even go in her ear, that bitch was just left in the fucking ozone layer, in the atmosphere, floating. So anyway, so it becomes a thing where now it's become Moyo's in the middle, and she's asking me like, oh my god, what's going on? He didn't reply to me. Keep in mind, I know why he's not replying to me, because his girlfriend is not back in the picture. But I can't tell you that because that's not my place. So I'm like, after a while, I would hint at her. Like, give her massive hints to let her know, like, okay, look here, baby girl. His girlfriend's back in town. I'll be like, maybe his girlfriend's in the picture again, you know? And she'll be like, well, you should know. And I'm like, exactly why I'm saying his girlfriend might be in the picture. You get it? Nope, she wouldn't get it. She wouldn't get it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I was like, you know what? You talk to him. Because I will tell her to her face, I'm like, look, I don't want to get involved because end of the day, he's my friend, you're my friend, and before y'all had a thing, everyone was living dandy, okay? I had no reason to get involved in his messy love life because end of the day, the girls he was fucking, they weren't my friends like that. They were my associates, okay? There were girls I would see at parties and that's it. We'll talk together, laugh together, and that'll be it. Legit, that would be it. We would leave the party and I'll see them hoes at the library and I'm like, yo, what's up? What's Gucci? And that would be all. That would be all the conversation we would have. Like I said, this is a very light beat, so I'm not doing so much. I say that as I have my face highlighted like a mug. Anyway, but yeah, so, but for her, because she was my friend, I cared, you know? I would try to like warn her like, yo, I don't want your feelings to be hurt when you realize it's not as deep as you think it is, right? She wouldn't listen. So after a while, I would like reach out to my other friends and I'm like, I don't know what to do about Lisa because like I don't want to hurt her feelings, but like this is what he's doing. So they're like, no, fuck it. Like, you know, you can't keep being the middleman. And I'm like, you're right, because I don't want to be the middleman. It's literally tasking on me. One thing about me is like, I do not handle drama well. I love to see drama go down. I love it. I'm a Gemini. I love tea time, okay? But I hate to be the one whose name is in the tea. I hate it. I literally break out. I break out. I lose weight. I get stressed out. Me and that, the anxiety I get, like it's actually really, really bad, which is why I don't like to be in drama. I like to watch it, but I do not like to be in it. Like my health really does get affected. Finish blending my face off camera because that takes me a while and this story time is becoming really longer than it should be. Sincerely, it's really becoming way longer than it needs to be. And I don't want to keep you out here forever and I'm going to hurry up and do this recording so I can, I don't know, eat food, get off this dumbass diet. Y'all, I was on a diet. That's another story time. I was on this dumb diet. I couldn't do it. Keep in mind, I'm able to control myself very, very well. I will say, like, I did a juice cleanse, a 10-day juice cleanse. Before people thought I was crazy, I did it. But losing this fucking quarantine weight has been killing my ass. I did keto successfully and I lost the weight that I needed to last year. But now with quarantine weight again, I need to get back on keto because I tried this new diet. It nearly killed me, y'all. I did it for 7 days. I said, I'm out. 7 days I lost 10 pounds. Like, yeah, I feel great, but like, I'm out. I'm sorry. Like, you could have any oils. I had to change my entire skincare routine, my entire everything. I have to wear gloves around people because I can't touch oil. I can't have anything. I have to take these dumbass pills. It's excruciating. I'm getting off and I'm going right the fuck back to keto. No, like I couldn't even wear lip gloss. I couldn't wear lip gloss because it has oil in it. It has shea moisture. I use Fenty. It has shea moisture in it. Shea butter. And I couldn't use that. Couldn't use paper. Anyway, now I'm going back to keto. Let me enjoy the finer things in life. Like people think keto is hard, but it's hard in a sense. But when you've done extreme diets, keto is a cakewalk compared to these dumb shits that I've done. Anyway, back to the story time and my favorite part in baking. Also, don't judge me. I know my makeup blender is dirty. I hate washing my sponges. Why do you think I have brushes? I have a shit ton of brushes. I hate sponges so much. But I'm using my Too Faced translucent powder. I don't use Laura Mercier. Don't ask me why. I just don't. Anyway, let me go back to my story time. So anyway, long story short, I knew the girls he was fucking with. I knew what he was doing. Now, this is where he crossed the line. That pissed me off. This is where Daquan crossed the line and it pissed me off. He decided to message one of my friends, Bootylicious. We gonna call her Bootylicious because she got a fat ass. Bootylicious, right? Love her. Sweet girl. Every guy wanted her because of her butt. And she had a crush on this other dude who was a poli-sci major, I believe. And here comes Daquan trying to holler at Bootylicious. And I'm like, I know you fucking lying. After I told you not to mess with my friends, you out here trying to mess with my friends. And not only that, he had the audacity to ask me to help him. And I'm like, I know you fucking lying. The audacity. And I told him, I'm not going to help you get her, especially when you're messing with Lisa. Hell no. No. No, not hell no. So he decides, and I tell him, like, if you want Bootylicious, that you have to ask her for her permission, okay? That's not my place. And he was like, well, you know they'll listen to you. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they listen to me. I don't want them dating you because you're a horrible human being when it comes to. Oh my god, Ma! Sorry about that. I was really interrupted by my Nigerian African ass mother who called me for some dumb shit. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? Bootylicious. Yes. So I told him, like, look here, you're gonna have to reach out to Bootylicious by yourself. And by the way, I already told Bootylicious to tell him no. Like, Bootylicious, don't listen to him. It's cute that you get all this male attention, but not from Daquan. So she shows me all the messages. Keep in mind, Bootylicious knew about Lisa. She knew, and she's like, I don't want to get involved. Keep in mind, Bootylicious and Lisa didn't exactly get along because, like I said before, my friends didn't like the fact that I was hanging out with Lisa so much. So it was already like it was a tense situation, if you know what I mean. So I was like, Bootylicious, I'll handle it. So she was like, I don't know what to do. Like, should I tell Lisa that, you know, your man is out here trying to hook up with me or not? Like, Moyo, what should I do? I'm like, okay. So I hinted, I didn't tell Lisa that, by the way, Daquan trying to holler at Bootylicious. I gave her a hint that, like, he's not loyal. He is not your man. He has other people he's trying to rotate with. She didn't listen. And the reason I didn't tell Lisa, the reason I didn't tell Bootylicious, the reason I didn't tell Lisa about Bootylicious is because it's like, y'all really don't like each other. And then I knew Lisa. As much as I hated to admit it, I knew that because she was so hung up and strung on Daquan, y'all have no clue how hard it is for me to try to not say the real names. Like, it's so hard. She was so hung up on Daquan, I knew that she would find a way to blame Bootylicious for Daquan wanting to hook up with her. And I knew I just didn't want that drama for myself or my friends, because I knew my friends were innocent. Like, Bootylicious was completely innocent in the whole endeavor. Like, she never cared. She legit doesn't want Daquan in any shape or form. She wanted the guy who's a poli-sci major, which I thought was super cute. Such a cute crush. Anyway, I'm just gonna go into brown. Y'all, I'm trying to wrap this shit up, so I'm not gonna show you my makeup palette that I'm using because I really want to wrap this up. Anyway, like I said, it's a very neutral, very, very neutral look, so don't expect too much from me right now. So, anyway, so yeah, so that's why I didn't tell Lisa, because I'm like, I just don't want that drama for Bootylicious, because Bootylicious legit did nothing wrong in the situation. It is your quote-unquote man. So I confronted Daquan, like, Daquan, stay away from Bootylicious, like, what you're doing is wrong. And then after that, me and Daquan had like a blow up. That's a whole nother story time for a whole nother day. So we had a blow up or whatever, and I was like, no, fuck this shit, I'm over it. Now, by the way, while all this was going on, we would go to parties, you know, that Daquan would throw, and keep in mind, little Miss Lisa, she didn't go out like that, but because it was Daquan's party, she would be all up in there. She knew Daquan was going, she would be there, looking cute, looking her best, and, you know, try to, and, you know, incite some romance between them two. And it just, he would be dancing with other girls in front of her, other girls would be flirting with him in front of her, and she would get upset. She would get, by the way, she's a Cancer, so she'd get upset, and it would just be like, it'll be a whole thing at parties. And I'm like, bro, I'm over, like, my night being ruined and it being all about your dumbass Daquan because you don't know how to handle your business. Go talk to her. Like, I'm not handling this shit for you. You got yourself in this mess, and now you got me in this mess, so go fucking handle it. So anyway, long story short, after multiple endeavors of, like, eventually I had to tell her, like, okay, look, I'd always be the bearer of bad news, like, every other week to her, like, okay, look, like, eventually I gave up and, like, not trying to get involved and just told her the truth, like, okay, he has this girl coming over. The reason this girl doesn't like you is because he fucked her, and she thinks you're trying to, like, that, you know, like, I'll tell her the truth after a while, like, okay, look, as much as I didn't want to betray his trust, I have to at this point, because it's getting, like, girl, you're getting played. You're looking stupid. So, after a while, because I cared a lot for, Lisa. Before I cared a lot for Lisa, I told her, and I'm like, I can't keep being the bearer of bad news. Like, you gotta cut this off. He's not good for you. And this is coming from a girl that knows this dude very, very well. Okay, the dude needs therapy, not pussy. And she knew that. She was like, I know he needs help, but, like, I feel like I can help him. Ladies, don't ever do that. Don't ever think you can change a guy or save a guy. You're not Jesus. So that was her downfall or whatever. She thought she could save him. So anyway, so I come to find out that there's this rumor that was spreading on campus about him having an STD. And because again, like I said, I knew people on campus, so people would tell me stuff, and Lisa didn't. That's another reason why I hated being in the middle, because every single time I'd find out stuff, I'd have to tell Lisa, because everyone's telling me stuff. She's like, why can't girls come up to me and tell me? I'm like, because no one knows you, girl. No one knows you really exist like that, because you don't go out, you don't try to socialize people, so. So anyway, so I found out that, you know, there's this rumor going around, and at this point, me and Daquan were not talking. So I didn't even care to ask him, because I'm like, nigga, we ain't even talking. I don't give a fuck if we ain't even talking. It's not my business. I ain't gotta look out for you because you want to be grimy or whatever. So we're not talking. So I just when I found out, I went to dinner with my friends, and I didn't text. At this point, I didn't text Lisa like, hey, let's go get dinner. I went to dinner with my other friends because I just didn't want it to be a thing, and I didn't know how to handle the news. So I'm at dinner with my friends, with my male friends, and my roommate, and Bootylicious. And we're talking, and I'm like, yo, should I tell her? Because I feel like I don't know what to do. Like, I want to tell her because that's the right thing to do, but at the same time, if I tell her, she might, like, blame me. She might turn around and be like, oh, it's all your fault. You know, you're spending rumors. You're lying. And it's sad for you to feel like your friend would do that to you, but, like, she really would, because she was so in love. Like, she was so infatuated with this dude. Ooh, let me stop my music. I have to do my lashes and rest my eyes off camera because, like I said before, this shit is getting long, and I don't want it to be this long. Anyway, so long story short, this rumor, you know, this rumor came about, and this is the thing, let me preface it by saying, the rumor, eventually I found out wasn't true. The thing is, I never believed, my position on this rumor was that, not that I believed it, nor was I against it. It was just that, like, it ain't my place to believe it or not, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if the dude had it or not, because I'm not the one fucking him. It was my friend, Lisa. So for me, I didn't care if it was or if it wasn't, because I'm like, it ain't none of my business. Like, again, at that time, me and him were not talking, so I didn't care if it was true. I didn't care if it wasn't true. I didn't give any, like, I wasn't like, yay, like, I really, when I tell you I didn't care, I was like, okay. The only person I cared about was like, oh, fuck, Lisa, because she's the one opening up her legs to him. And I knew for a fact that he was unprotected. So eventually my friends, let me say this, my friends advised me not to tell her because they felt that she would blame me. But I was like, I want to do the right thing. Even if she does blame me, at least my conscience will be clean that I did the right thing and letting you know. Because it affects you, not me. So I texted her. And I was like, hey, can we talk? Da, 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 da. She's like, nah, just tell whatever we gotta say. Da, 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 da. So I eventually had to tell her through text that, like, hey, this is what's going on. And I also told her in the text, I'm like, look, I can't keep being the bearer of bad news about everything this guy does. Like, it's getting tiring on me because I care for you. As a friend, as a sister, I care for you. And I don't want to always keep seeing you sad. And because of that, I need you to choose. Like, it's either him or me, because I can't keep being the bearer of bad news. I can't keep telling you what this guy's doing when he should be the one telling you himself, you know? Like, it's getting taxing on me to always hear bad news or sad news that I know is going to break your heart because I have to be there to, you know, pick up the pieces. I told her this. I said this. She left me on red. And when she left me on red, I knew. My gut was like, yeah, this match is over. Like, I knew her decision in that moment. So anyway, I knew her decision in that moment, and I was like, you know what, guys, you were right. She didn't reply. She's gonna blame me. And then I saw her come, because the way our dining center is set up, like, it depends on where you sit. You can see who comes down the steps. So I saw her come down the steps, and I'm like, if she comes over here and she doesn't say hi, it's definitely clipped. Like, our friendship is definitely over. And homegirl did me one better. She didn't know, like, I guess she didn't see me. So, like, she walked to where I was, like, my section with my friends. She saw me and she turned right the fuck back around. And I knew. I said, oh, that's how you want to play this? Oh, you a grimy little heifer. That's what you are. I was like, I bet. So my friends knew that I was upset because they also felt bad because they're like, nah, that's the worst way you can treat me, because like I sacrificed everything to be there for you. I was an amazing friend to you, bitch. And they knew because, like I said before, they hated it. So I'm not putting too much on whatever. It's TV. I mean, it's YouTube. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose because I want to. Anyway, so they knew whatever. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not gonna just let this die down. So when we're done eating, I walked over to her and I said it. I'm like, you made your decision. That's great. I hope you can live with yourself, because I was nothing but an amazing friend to you. And if that's how you want to treat me, bet. I hope he treats you better, but knowing him, he ain't. And I walked away. And I was so furious. It took everything in me to not punch a door or a person. I was so furious. Like, I was so mad that what the fuck went down my throat? Oh my god, something went down my throat. Oh my god. What the hell was that? Oh, sorry, y'all. Well, so anyway, I was so furious that, like, I was legit screaming outside. And the way our dining center is, that, like, where I lived was close, like, literally right next to the dining center. So, like, people in my building could hear everything I was screaming about. I was literally screaming, like, I did everything for that. I legit was like, R. Kelly, you killing me with this shit. You're trying to take away my life. You're killing me. I was so mad. My friends were texting me like, Moyo, are you okay? We hear you screaming. What's going on? And I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna handle that shit later. I'll talk to y'all later. But right now, I'm just so fucking upset. You would think that was the tipping point of the story. It wasn't. And I know I am sorry, y'all, because I'm really prolonging the story, because like I said, I'm a horrible storyteller, because I give you every gruesome detail. I don't like to miss out anything. And for that reason, at this point, I give up. This story's about to be like 30 minutes long. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So anyway, so at my school, we have this thing called Subconnect. It's, just know it's a place to get food. It's another place to get food, but this time you pay for it. And it's literally placed right in between two dorm buildings. And I lived in Best Tower, and East Tower was like right. So it's like literally two twin buildings that connected through Subconnect. So me and my friends, we decided to just chill in Subconnect. You know, they finally found a way to make me happy, and like we're laughing or whatever. And, you know, we're just talking. And then, you know, Bootylicious, keep in mind, it's me, Kyla, Bootylicious, two of my male friends, and one more dude. Three of my male friends and then one more dude. We're just talking, laugh. Like, they literally found a way to make me happy, and I was so thankful for them. Like, thank y'all. Anyway, so like I definitely apologize to them, because I didn't want to seem like, oh, you know, I chose her over you. And like, they, trust me when I say, they understood more than I ever expected them to. They're like, no, like, you just have a big heart, and that was your downfall. You like to accept everyone into your circle. And, you know, sadly, this homegirl was needy as fuck, because they knew she was a bit naive for me. And I didn't mind it, because I thought at the time we were friends. So keep in mind, we're chilling in Subconnect. I'm booling. I'm finally happy. The elevator doors open. And guess who I see running off it? Daquan. Daquan starts charging up to Bootylicious and is like, why the fuck you telling lies about me, bro? Why you fucking lying? Why you fucking lying? And I'm here, like, in my head, I'm literally like, I know this nigga did not just run up on it. Because he not even like that. I just like keep my Bootylicious is like she's shorter. She's literally like 5 feet. And she's like kind of terrified because she's like, what the hell? And I'm here like, girl, he ain't gonna do nothing. So I walked up to him like, Daquan, I know you're not gonna do nothing because you ain't even got the balls. I said, I'm like, you ain't got the balls. You ain't got shit. Number one. Number two, I know you don't run up on her when we got our issues and you don't even want to confront that. I'm like, oh no, the fuck you not. Keep in mind, in the background was Lisa and Lisa's friend. Keep in mind, I was Lisa's friend. Like, I loved her. Lisa's friend, to this day, we're still cool. So, here comes, it literally became like the fucking World Star scene. I kid you not. Keep in mind, we go to PWI. It was so fucking annoying. So here comes Daquan like, why the fuck is Brennan live? Why the fuck is Brennan live? And I'm like, boy, be quiet. You're barking like a fucking chihuahua. Stop. And then my male friends get up like, I know you're not, because they're like, he's not running up on a female, like, that's just wrong. And I legit am like, he's not going to do anything. He's literally doing this for show, because he wants to show Lisa that, like, it was all a lie, and it wasn't. So anyway, here comes Lil Miss Lisa. She starts attacking Billy. She's like, bitch, I know fucking lie. Like, running her mouth, and I'm like, and literally, Bootylicious here, like, arguing back. And I looked at her and I'm like, girl, why? I literally said, I'm like, why are you arguing? Pull out your phone and show the text. And Daquan looked at me like, duh. I said, yeah. Pull out the fucking receipts, bitch. Like, don't waste your breath. You're too cute and got too much booty to waste your breath. Also, you don't know how to fight. So she pulls out the messages, and Lisa just grabs it, like just snatches it from her arm. And I'm here like, oh my God, those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Oh, I want to beat your ass so bad. Because I'm like, I know you're not grabbing shit from my friend hand, who was looking out for you even though she had no loyalty to you, because she really could have did you dirty and mess with Daquan just to spite you. But she had no loyalty towards you, but she still was loyal and was like, no, I don't want to do this to Lisa. And is over here showing you receipts and trying to not make you look stupid when she could have just been like, I ain't gotta show you shit just to let your man ate my kitty cat. Like, said all these fucking lies that weren't true. But you know what? I was like, whatever. So here goes Lisa reading the text messages. You can just see her face dropping. And I'm here with a big ass fucking smirk on my face, like, what up? What up, home? What was said? What was going on? What was that you had to say before? Nothing. Silence. That's what I thought. This is what I was trying to save you from. The embarrassment. But you don't want to listen. So she's reading the messages, whatever, and it's embarrassing. Like, the things he said, not gonna hold you. Daquan was wild. Like I said, he's a Jamaican, so he said some very descriptive, he uses descriptive words in that sense, okay? He said some very, very descriptive words that he didn't need to say. And she reading it, she's stunned, ashamed, feeling mad, disrespected. She ain't got shit to say. And here I go, I was like, exactly. Bootylicious did nothing wrong. He was the one lying this whole time. And you wouldn't listen to anyone. You wouldn't even listen to me. And she goes, oh, I'm about to smack this bitch. She's talking to you? She's talking to you? She's talking to you, God. Satan, she's talking to you? Who's she talking to? I legit, and one thing that bothered me is that this is a clear sign I'm about to beat a bitch up if I go quiet. Like, if I'm silent in a moment that clearly deserves, like, intensity and heat, and I'm just there silent, run. Because it means I am so furious in my bones. And everyone knows, like, if a person's really calm when they deserve to be angry, run. Like, the anger is just that much that it's like, if it explodes, it's gonna burn this whole fucking building down. So I, like, literally my friends froze when she said that. Kyla goes, oh shit. Bootylicious was like, oh fuck. And I'm like, who is she talking to? Because I know she's not talking to me. Keep in mind, I am also taller than Lisa. So I literally look down at her and I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, I legit, can I even get up? Okay. I legit was like, who are you talking to? Because I know you're not talking to me. You're definitely not talking to Bootylicious because she just saved your ass. And she just got quiet. Her friend was like, Lisa, it's not worth it. Come on, let's go. Like I told you, he wasn't worth it. That's nothing. So her friend has been trying to warn her about this dude for like a while. Like, he's not worth it. You know, no need to lose your scholarships or doing things stupid over this. Like, he's already made you look bad enough. So she's sad. She's crying. She's going on. And I'm like, walk away. And I looked back at Daquan. I'm like, Daquan, go get her, because if I lay hands on her, she won't walk. In fact, she might be struggling for life. Go get her, because I know she's not talking to me. That's the story about how I nearly beat that bitch ass. Okay, it was not one of my proudest moments, but it was just like, literally that entire night to this day is kind of crazy to me, because I'm like, I never in my life expected that I would be this close to wanting to fight one of my closest friends at my school my freshman year over a dude. But, and the gag is, we actually made a pact. We made a pact early on in our friendship that we would never, you know, fight each other over a dude. When it comes to dude, let's be 100% honest, and let's never trip over a guy, because there's too many out there to trip over. So you can explain to me how I was really flabbergasted at, like, that chick at the beginning of our friendship was a complete 360 at the end of it. Running up on me and my friends. Who the fuck you running up on? Very much weird. But to this day, we're not cool. We're not. I barely see the girl, especially because of a panoramic. Like, before there was this whole panoramic, I barely saw her. When I would see her, it was very much like chilly vibes from her. Keep in mind, the only reason I'm bringing this up because A, it's YouTube. I need a good story time, and all my other story times are a bit too raunchy, like very raunchy. And my mom knows my YouTube, so I'm afraid one day she's gonna see one of my videos and be like, "Hey, this is what y'all doing. Y'all going back to Nigeria." And I'm so scared. I don't want that. Because I could do like a dating story time. Do y'all want a dating story time? Let me know in the comments. But I could do a dating story time, but I have to figure out like the safest one to do. Because my dating story times are crazy, man. Ciao. I think I've experienced almost every type of dating story. Except from like the really wild, like Sweet Home Alabama type ones. Where it's like, oh, he's having sex with his mom. That's wild. But anyway, so yeah, so when I see the girl, for me, I don't care when I see her. It's just like, cool, you're here. I don't say hi. I don't need to say hi. What's the point of saying hi? It's a waste of energy. Especially when I found out that like she had some more things to say. And I'm like, wait a minute, how are you still blaming me for something that was completely your fault? It was very, the guy, and the way I know is because like me and Daquan were cool now, because my sophomore year, he literally came up to me like he apologized for everything. Fully owned up to it, and he was like, I was just being stubborn. I'm like, I know you were, but I'm not that kind of girl where you think you can get away with doing something wrong. That's not gonna work for me. And he apologized, and I was so, understanding to his apology. But for her, she really, for some reason, felt like she had every authority to talk about me the way she did. And I'm like, you're weird, you're very weird, you're very weird. So, yeah, so to this day, I have no bad blood towards her. I really don't. If I see her, she's there. But it's not like, oh, I see her and I like get irritated. Like, no, it's not like that. I just let bygones be bygones. But like I said before, I brought it up because it's a fun story time for YouTube. And I know I said 2 friends I was gonna beat up, and it wasn't like clickbait, sincerely really wasn't, but this video got too long for me to go into the second story time of why, again, I don't like my friends dating each other. So I'm gonna say, if y'all want to hear that story, let me know in the comments and I'll make it and I'll upload it. But if not, I ain't. Just know that if you want to be my friend, I don't want you dating my other friend. Because I just always find a way to, they drag me into it. Even with the second, third time, they both found a way to drag me into it. And I'm like, don't do that. Please don't. And they knew my rule too. They knew my rule to try to, them never ruin it. Anyway, but yeah, so, and the guy is, I was right. Okay. Sometimes I let my friends date each other if I think they're compatible, or if I think like, yeah, they'll work out. But things like, I know my friends, like I said, I'm very observant, so I can tell when it's not gonna work out. And I told him, they ain't listen. And like what, I think a couple months later, I was right. And I told him, so I'm like, told you. He was like, I know I should listen. I'm like, everyone should listen to me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm literally the single coach that always knows. You know how they say like the coach never plays the game, but they know because they're the coach? That's me. I don't play the game, but I know. I used to play the game. But yeah, this is, look, like I said, it's very simple thing. It's a simple thing look. Because like I said, I'm only filming this for the episode of BBS. I'm not even gonna curl my hair because I kid you not. Once I will finish the episode, I'm wiping this off. So, but yeah, please guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. Do not report this video because that's nothing too. Someone is being a hater and reporting my vids and my thumbnail. Relax. This is a grown folk channel. If you ain't grown, stop. Don't even click play. Because if like, it's annoying. Anyway, if you guys want more story times, share with your friends, like below, comment, let me know. Sincerely, I have no issue embarrassing myself on YouTube. It's YouTube. And also, I'm a small content creator. It's not really a bother to me. But yeah, I'll catch you guys. Bye. I don't know when I'm gonna catch you guys again because I don't know how consistent I'll be with this because literally all my energy goes into Black Barnet series. So we'll see. We'll see.